Hey YouTube, this is React City. I'm James.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
This is
Ranking of Kings, episode something.
18, I think.
Last episode, where did we leave off last episode? Apis was dying slowly.
Oh, yeah, and Hilling finds him because of the little rat sent by Miranjo sends in. Speaking of which,
Miranjo reveals herself.
Tsukage. And now people are gonna freak out.
we're still in the middle of the fight between Oken.
Oken. Yeah.
And
Oken,
Boji. Boji is like, I have to defeat him, otherwise other people will be hurt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he just breaks out of any bindings. I mean, they like put him in some cement or something.
Just pour him over.
But
Just invent cement immediately. Problem solved. Here's my invoice.
It also has to do with like the way you tie up somebody. Because sure, you can dislocate your arms to get out of like a wrapping around. But I'm sure if you like, I don't know, like tied foot to head, hand to back on.
Hog tie him.
Hog tie him. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you can't dislocate out of that.
Maybe just break them more. It's like, just really get
as broken as possible so he can't break further.
Yeah.
But I guess they don't want to hurt him, right? They'd rather he hurt himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what else happened last episode? We also mom is safe, and she's running around about the place.
Yeah, she really is.
She's just running about the place. Hilling, yeah.
Oh well, no, she was going into safe house, and then Rat leads her to.
Yeah, they ran to the safe house, but then they ran back.
Away. Yeah. So they're like, "Oh, what is this mouse telling us? This red-eyed mouse that does not look evil or strange at all."
Not completely normal.
So I'm excited.
Yes. We will figure out what happens next in this episode. Guys, remember to hit the like button. Remember to hit the subscribe button to keep following along with us watching these episodes. And also check out the Patreon in the description to see these episodes a whole week early, as well as to see the uncut versions of this episode. See ya!
Lightning. Boss.
Just tell us.
What are your intentions?
You betrayed them. Most dear. Battle with the gods.
Oh, they find Apis.
Just brooding at him.
Yeah, he just.
Well, I mean, they saw him on the rooftop with Miranjo, right? Save her.
Save her.
How is his tears going down?
Oh, okay.
Power. Oh.
Oh, Doris is crying.
You
go save her. It's not my problem.
Maybe Shriek again. Oh, little Boji.
Oh, Boji is save us soul.
Oh. Oh, Dora,
what was up?
Oh no.
So.
Bad reunion. What?
Huh.
Wow.
He's like, where is he now? Whoops. He's like, yeah, where is he?
Oh.
Giant bowcaster.
Oh, because
he's thinking about it. He gets a slideshow.
Oh, so we all get to see.
Yo,
Is he doing it on purpose? Oh, maybe he is doing it on purpose.
Perhaps.
No, the king.
神だけに使えた魔法を
Oh.
神々に初めて抗った
Defy him.
Tiny child.
素晴らしい魔法
Oh.
を
But, okay. That's why Miranda has
視力を尽くした
magic.
戦い
Fighting to the death.
Why?
Oh, got him.
Oh, he won.
彼を殺してしまった深手を負った私はミランジョの母を助けてくれた、優しい人だったこの国の人々は皆そうだ
Oh, her land.
彼女は心配になるほどお人よしで
It was alarming.
So maybe the father was
私はミラ
the.
ンジョの成長を見届け
Why is he normal size?
ローマ国に
No,
I don't think
huge.
he's I think he's supposed to be huge.
聡明で魔力が高く
He's also supposed to be young.
とにかく心優しい子だった戦いはローマ国の連戦で
Oh.
Oh.
一度
They
で
had
も負け
victories and they had losses. Oh wow, just
Oh dear.
神々の勢力はそれほど強
Well,
大
they are gods.
ヤクザはホーマと
the complete opposite of Homa.
Oh.
Band magic, maybe?
ミランジョの母は最後までそれに
The
気づいていた
end.
常に他国に支配され奪われてきたこの国の人々は誰かを欺き保身を図ることで生き延びてきた
These are the dead-eyed people that hurt Miranjo.
彼らの生き残る術であり法を教えヤクザは驚くほど豊かになった
But
They
they're
still
still
look
evil.
so angry.
優しさや思いやりを弱さと感じ
Oh, they thought it was
そんな
weakness.
心を持つ者を見下した
Just heal. Oh, okay.
All of my money.
お大事に。
優しいミランジョの母は利用された
You don't want to walk like 5 more feet?
必ず心は通じ合えると信じ
Zap.
ヤクザは豊かになっただが決して
They wouldn't help
ホーマ
them.
の助けにはならなかっ
Just watching.
They were supposed to help.
た自分たちが優位な時には指導の限りを尽くした
Oh.
Wow.
そしてそれはホーマの
That's why Homa got the blame. Okay.
Oh no.
あら、どうしました？
Oh no.
Oh!
Wow.
Just like that.
姉はどこだ
Yes, now?
You might want to lead with that, man.
ミランジョ。
Oh, mask.
神々の勢力が優勢と見た
Swap sides.
Yeah.
Order 66.
黒幕。
Oh, we're back here. To a
Your
mirror.
weapon.
Yeah.
Poke, poke, poke.
What did she say? Can't blame you.
Oh, look at Boji. Boji eye.
Eat a bougie.
Oh, his hand
Oh.
is hurt.
Tying it to the sword.
Aw.
I think his hand is tired, so he's.
Aw, Boji.
Keep it up, bougie. It's really nice that Oaken just gives him some time to do these things,
Yeah.
you know? Nice guy,
Oh.
Oaken, right there.
That's why.
Okay, this is probably playing.
Nice guy, Oaken.
Oh.
Wait, no?
Wait, what?
Oh!
Oh, it's...
Was that Desha?
Underworld Commander Man? Yeah!
Oh, then.
なぜですか
You good? You good, Despa?
よく頑張りましたねさすが私の弟子です誇りに思いますよ
He's also tired.
こっちは本当に頑張ったんだよ。
But look what you did.
あなたはこれから成長していけ
Oaken is just so nice. Oh
Right?
my gosh.
思わなくていい
まるでもう勝利したかのよう。
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oaken is still there.
He's so cool.
He's so cool.
Get back here. Oh no. Oh, he got
Oh,
blocked
nice.
知らさんべ相手に気づかないよう事務所にいる妻で
Oh.
作る技
He figured it out.
デスパー様に聞きましたよ
Nice. Suddenly confident.
Dodge. Nope.
Oh. He's fighting it now.
Tanked it.
Did he ground himself?
He protected half of his body.
Oh. That's
He
smart.
went
That's
past
smart.
his vital organs.
Nice.
Oh no.
He's like, I'm awesome!
I'm proud of you, Oaken. Good job.
This is bad. Oh.
Time for you to fight.
He's angry. He's remembering Boji.
Oh no. Oh,
Ouchie.
that's a hard shot.
He just can't move his body.
In my intuition.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh. He's giving his life to take Oaken down.
Yes.
助けなきゃいけない人は他にいるじゃないか。他に誰ですか？私は何としてもあなたを助けたい。
Ugh. He zoned out too much.
Distracted. Who stabbed you?
Oh, what do you mean who?
Wrong side, he's okay.
Aw. Wow.
Nope.
All of the vital oh wow.
Oh.
Oaken face. Yeah, he always strikes shallow to like make him suffer.
急所を外し、ゆっくり死んでいくのを眺めて楽しんでいるのだ。
Good guy Oaken gives you a chance.
He's coming
Keep
back
stabbing him.
together.
Oh.
Here's another one. Oh, you fixed it, I guess.
Yeah.
Healed.
Stop
Oh.
Ouchie! Bougie!
He stepped through himself. Oh.
Whoa!
Oh no.
Oh.
What?
So that's why the light clan killed them all. Discussion.
Discussion!
Very interesting episode.
Very interesting
Lore.
episode.
Yeah.
We got lore.
Got lore galore.
Galore.
And we got pretty much, not confirmation, but it's along the lines of what we were thinking last episode, where the world was like set up by something. Something set the world up, and the world's moving towards a change. But it's not natural like we thought. It's a revolution.
Yeah.
It's kind of forced, like a war between. The world is setting the natural order still, and
Yeah.
things are dying and surviving as who can fight and live in this world.
Right. So we see not just the gods. We haven't seen how the gods eventually die out, but we've seen the war that's going on. But we see how the magicians disappeared.
Yeah.
Yes.
The whole whole land of magicians, unfortunately, weren't as evil as people that history has treated them, but they get killed off by betrayal.
Yeah.
So they just said that they were the first to realize how to harness the energy.
Yeah,
so there could be others.
It's the power of the gods they were able to harness.
Yeah, creation, destruction,
Yeah.
manipulation.
Is that what they said? I totally missed that.
Yeah, yeah.
No, those are just like magic. Just magic.
And then they saw how the gods were like enslaving people just to watch them do whatever they wanted them to do.
Interestingly, they said they were doing it one nation after another, which means that they weren't always doing that.
Right.
So something changed with them.
Yeah.
Maybe they got the divine treasury too.
Yeah. Oh, well, wouldn't that have led to insanity instead of greed or whatever? Oh, maybe that is their version of
They could
insanity?
be their version of insanity.
Perhaps.
Don't know.
I love this world. I love this world.
So it's just so weird.
There's
But-
so much too.
Yeah. And we also saw that is where Miranjo and her family's from.
Yeah, and Miranjo twisted fate. These terrible people that maybe the lie that she was sold of it's her fault that this is happening to us was just what they told her to like control her, you know, after they did that to her. Because she's a little kid, you know, and she doesn't know what's happening around the world. Like, her mother's not telling her how these people are trying to reform or what they're really like and all that. You know, she doesn't know.
I'm thinking something along the lines of they killed her mom and mess her up, maybe not physically yet. And then because of that, she then goes on a rampage because she has potential. And then she wipes out the civilization.
Oh.
And in doing so becomes the villain that everybody knows, like the Wicked Witch who killed all these people.
I don't know, because we see Daida reacting like when they go up to her room. So I think they did it to her there.
Okay. But either way, I do think this is what led to her destroying all those people, because I thought it was just maybe like because they're in the shadow realm, these people have been there longer, that's why their eyes aren't seen. No, that's how these people look. You can't see their eyes.
For some reason.
Yeah. And we see how he gets close, or Bos gets close to her, because he knew her mother, who saved him after a big war with father for some reason. We still don't know why they were fighting. It reminds me.
He was just trying to get stronger. He was just fighting people around,
and he ends up killing him.
He said he ended up killing him like he didn't mean to. But it's like it was such a good battle, we had to end it end it here.
Yeah. It sounded like he was just I wanted to fight some mages. I picked a fight with the strongest guy I could find, because he said her dad was a really strong magician. Ended up killing him. Like, I don't know necessarily like he wasn't trying to. Like, just like in the course of the fight, I ended up killing him.
Yeah. And she's just so kind-hearted that she heals the one who kills her husband. Yeah. So I'm
maybe she really hated her husband.
I kind of wondered if maybe he had like a mean streak or something. Like, she's like, well, I guess this is just desserts. Thanks, guy. I'll heal you. I don't know. But then anyways, I was just leading to say that Bos grows close to her because of his closest with her mother. So he said he was close to her because as a child, a mother, and I forget the third thing. But so teacher, right? So pencil. Sorry. Yeah. So we see the beginnings of this, and we'll see more revealed, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we also see the whole... So that leads into the mom healing the father. That leads into what she told Rancho of build your happiness on the happiness of others. I think she was kind of saying, just don't get to your place of happiness by making others sad. Like, building your happiness on the misery of others. So she was trying to... she heals this guy even because it's the best possible outcome for everybody. Like, I'm hurt, but I can make a friend, I can heal this person, you can go live a good life, you know, we can all still arrive to a good place if I just let this go. Maybe it was what she's going for. But we do see the negative of this, where she allows people to use her.
Yeah.
It could be one thing to be used without your knowledge, but she knows that they're using her.
Yeah. And she was kind of like, she was sure her kindness would get through to them eventually.
Yeah.
This was crime and punishment, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know how how does so many people turn on you and you didn't see that coming? There has to have been signs. I don't know how you integrate, you move your war band with these people, knowing that they're untrustworthy.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't help during the battles either.
So there were signs.
Yeah.
But I guess it was just a desperate fight. Like, they needed help that badly. That they're like, any help is good help, maybe.
Yeah.
Because...
But it wasn't help, though.
No, I get that. But what I'm saying is, like, when they said when it seemed that things weren't working out, they'd run. So maybe when things were working out, they'd stay.
Yeah.
But I'm just guessing, like, listen, if we're fighting a hopeless war, and there's 100 of us against 100,000, and 20 dudes will show up, and sometimes they'll help, maybe that's their logic of, like, sometimes they'll help. So keep around, maybe. Don't get me wrong. That's stupid.
It's stupid
that it got to that point.
Yeah.
But I can see maybe they're being blinded by we need to win this war.
Yeah, desperation.
Right, and then we see that the reason Homa got a bad rap
was because of
them.
Yakuza.
Sounds very
They
close to a certain
Yes.
organized crime ring in
Let's
Japan.
Let's not talk about it.
Don't talk about it. We're gonna try and keep these producers alive.
But yeah, these guys are on their side and doing the atrocities, but they're a part of Huma's group, so they get blamed for the rest of history.
The rest of history, man.
I mean, they caused it on themselves. Like, if you're...
They were way too kind-hearted.
Not just that. If you're keeping the company of a group that you know are committing war crimes, you are also guilty of those war crimes.
Yeah. By association.
True. Yeah. You allowed those things to happen. Those are your prisoners, and you let them get... Not let them get killed. They got killed under your watch, and you kept them around. You didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
You did that.
Yeah.
Yep. It's kind of... You could argue the reason Despel left Desha.
Yes.
With that whole argument. It's like, you're not saying anything about this is basically going along with it.
Yeah.
And he did even kill that child.
He killed the kid.
Yeah, in order to keep them appeased.
Well, yeah.
So.
Yeah. But I do appreciate both that scene and this scene showing that in times of war, a lot of the rules that we want to stick to go out the window.
Yeah.
But there is a consequence to all of this. So.
Yep. So that was the flashback, but we also saw some current time things. First of all, we see where Hilling goes and saves Appice, and we kind of see how her power works a little bit. One hand is antidote, one hand is power. I don't know. She just said words, but she used all of her remaining juice,
and
literally,
power.
to save Appice, and forgives Domus and Hokuro
immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she didn't even get the rest of the backstory of he face dived off of the side of the staircase.
Yeah.
But he just couldn't do it. Body just couldn't do it.
Can't die.
Body can't die. And she was just like, yeah, sure. Come back. You better be the best, though, at saving my son.
I like how Appice was honest, though.
He was like, but what if I betray you again? When Dorush is like, you little...
Get back on the floor.
But yeah, I'm glad that it was out in the open. Appice can turn on us at any time. He's going to go between like, Miranjo, Oken, and everybody else. I'm like, who are you gonna save here?
This is a Gyakuza situation all over again.
Gyakuza.
Put him in jail.
Put him in jail. He committed the worm crime of helping the person who is trying to destroy your kingdom.
Yeah. He's way too conflicted. Like, he tried to save Hilling in the middle of that, and like, what are you doing, Appice? Miranjo is going.
He's like, my bad.
Sorry, it's like it slipped out of my hand. So I don't know. He's just unstable.
Yeah.
He's very unstable.
But again, in times of trouble, we need all the help we can get.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
True.
Also, we saw. Oh, that's what I thought. Yeah. What are you saying?
We saw Hilling. She's totally fine with all of this because she mentioned that the same feeling she felt from Boss of like he will save us all. She felt in Boji, which shouldn't inspire her with confidence because
what happened
of what has happened now with Boss.
Yeah,
but
then again, nobody knows the whole story of Boss except right now. Bebin is getting a bit of the story. Of why Boss is so like laid back when it comes to Miranjo and what she's doing. She's like, well, I'm sorry, I know she's doing bad things, but she's really sweet, I promise. But Hilling, I think, believes in Boss, even though Boss is doing crazy things. I think she knows more about him and his personality than we do as watchers. So maybe she's banking on that side of things, that there's some reason here. It's not him to blame, it's the Miranjo character. I don't know. So maybe that's why she's not seeing, like, she's feeling this what joy of seeing that power that she's getting from Boji and that mirroring from Boss, and sees it as a positive thing and not like a question mark.
I just see it as it's Superman made a lot of mistakes in the past, but still that sense of him standing in front of you probably feel more safe than anywhere else on the planet, So she's getting a reminiscence of Boji can become that hero. But that doesn't change the fact that Boss, what he is right now, is bad. Like, she could still be angry at Boss. It's just she remembers that feeling of security and safety that he once provided. So maybe it's just that.
I love that scene where Domus and Hokuro is like, he saved us and saved the whole kingdom. She's like, really? Where is he? Where is he? Nobody knows. Yeah, that was a cute scene.
Oaken's so cool.
Yeah. Good guy Oaken, man. Good guy Oaken. I wrote it down. Good guy Oaken. He's just giving them all of the time in the world just to talk.
Yeah. Just standing aside. It's like,
Preparing themselves, like wrap it. Let's Boji wrap a whole, like it's not a rope. It's a napkin. That's hard to.
It's pretty hard to do.
It's hard to do. Lets him knot it and everything. He's like, okay, we can continue. Okay. He's still in there, Oaken. Good guy, Oaken.
I think a big part of that is the whole torturing you thing. Like, he wants you to try everything you can because it's not going to work.
yeah.
So, like, you need a second to fix yourself up. You think that's going to help? Go ahead. Still doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I have a secondary theory, though. From that, maybe we heard that his strikes always misses the vital points so that he can watch you suffer. What if that's Oaken just like in there slightly? He's like, I don't want to kill them.
Yeah,
But
but
I
he's
want to
like,
give them a chance. But his body's moving on his own to kill people.
yeah, like maybe he can't, like, maybe he's like, instead of being insane, he's like lost control of his self. And his who he is really is still there, kind of like, what's his name, Despa is kind of talking to him there, gets distracted. So like you're saying, he's trying to prevent the death of the people he likes by like just skirting it?
Skirting the line?
No, skewer. I don't know the word. Moving
different words.
Moving
You
it
don't have to use
slightly
words.
to the side, like I don't know, controlling
I know
it,
what you're
like,
saying.
yeah, so that it doesn't kill people. But that's all he can do. He can't control anything else, but he can kind of control those little movements a little bit. You know?
Little things.
Yeah.
Well, he should have got to speak with Despa.
Yeah. What was that about?
He's like, you don't have to save me yet. It's okay.
Stabs.
Wait, do you think? Well, yeah. So we know. I think you mentioned Despa can like sense things.
Oh, right, yeah.
He can see things. He showed Boji what he sees, and it was like,
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that scene.
And it
But
did
yeah,
have that
he sees-
background.
It had a slightly different back. Well, he showed Boji like a green and blue place, but it was still.
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to go back and see that scene because it's very vague. Like I barely remember it.
Oh, remember it did say that Despa got only a tiny bit of his father's power, so maybe that's part of it.
Yeah.
Maybe he got his father's like eyes
yeah.
or something.
He got no
Maybe.
physical prowess, but he got some of his power, but he also got the analytical side. Like he could think through and figure things out. All right, so that's where that vision came from. His
Yeah.
connection to that other magic.
And we also see that, Despa also has an inferiority complex, which we could have guessed. He doesn't. He feels bad that he's the only weak one.
Yeah.
Among the Churlin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, they've all got a lot to live up to. Their dad was literally a god.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, now that we see how dangerous they were, I am shocked that they even beat their dad. If he was all of them combined.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seriously, that dad must have been crazy.
I'm still not convinced that they were the actual ones that beat their father, because they looked surprised at the fact that he was dead on the throne.
They looked a little shocked.
They looked shocked, like, did that actually happen?
Yeah.
But part of that could just be like, I can't believe we did it.
Yeah.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, it could also be like some random force helped them along the way. So they're like, that worked. That last strike worked. Well, maybe it wasn't just you, kind of thing.
What if the father struck himself? Lightninged himself.
And then we see Oken about to kill Boji, and Kage get big.
Kage get big.
What the heck?
So this is what happens when they get angry.
Explains the tarp. It wasn't a stretched
Yeah, it
skin. That's
wasn't-
just the dead state of it in that other shift, I guess.
Yeah, other shape.
Yeah.
Crazy. And he ate Oken. So I wonder where he's gonna go. Oken's gonna be lost in a dark world.
Just in the
Yeah,
underworld
pocket
again.
dimension.
I wonder if Kage will come back to himself. Like he's kind of like freaking out right now. It's like a freak out state,
Yeah.
And he's probably never done this before.
Probably.
Maybe we'll get some backstory on that.
I just find it funny the last episode I was thinking about this because I saw them trying to pick up appies and I yelled, eat them! It was like, you can put anything inside
Oh
it, right?
yes, it's true.
Oh, yeah.
I guess he could have.
He could have.
Could have.
Would have died of poisoning, but he could have.
That's true.
Yeah, other than that, I'm just every time I see the lore of this world, I want to see more.
Yeah.
And I'm just really intrigued by the gods going evil thing. And then some of the gods look like they were about human height. So I'm wondering, was it always just like superimposed? Were they not actually that big in the background? Because sometimes they show them growing, so they show them smaller.
Yeah.
Could have just been like metaphorical.
Yeah, like them towering above the people, something like that.
Then again, they also showed when the Yakuza were a part of them, they were like towering among them. So they could have actually been tall.
I mean, just some of them were shorter.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're kids even.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting vibes of, the Greek stories of, the Titan War and the war with Zeus against his father. And as it goes along, they get weaker,
Yeah.
but it gets closer to humanity.
Yeah.
And we're at like the final stage of humanity against the gods themselves until it's just humans. So it's just, I'm really interested, and I wonder where the author is going to take this. It seems very creative. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, that's why I think this would be a good Discord chat show.
It would be. It would be.
Maybe. But guys, maybe we'll find out in the next episode. Remember to hit the like button. Remember to hit the subscribe button to keep seeing these episodes in your subscription box. And also check out the Patreon in the description to see these episodes a whole week early, as well as to see the uncut version of these episodes. We will see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, bye.
Special thanks to our patrons: Arthur and V. Lokis, Osaya C. Lavula, Nocturnal Legends, Tyler Costin, Tyrone, and Dirty Old Man.